What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C4 here, and finally some gameplay for my Philadelphia Eagles Madden 17 connected franchise mode. So that over the next couple videos we're going to be completing the preseason, and there's a couple franchise altering moves that happen in the next couple videos, but today we're starting it simple. We're just going to have the opening matchup against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and try to, not only is this preseason for the Philadelphia Eagles in Madden, this is also my first warm-up of how I'm going to approach this Madden connected franchise mode. So what I'm doing just for the preseason is I'm using the new feature in Madden 17, which is play the moment. So essentially it brings you in on third downs, it brings you in when you're in the red zone on offense or defense. Really, it's just a quick way to get through some of these games because, I mean, it's the preseason. How much of this do I really want to play? How much of this do you really want to watch until we're, you guys just want me to get to week 1 against the Cleveland Browns at the Lincoln Financial Field. So I figured doing it this way was probably going to be the most efficient while still getting gameplay. You're still going to see, a quick look at Carson Wentz as he hits Jordan Matthews over the rookie Vernon Hargreaves III. He saw the rookie out there on our top wide receiver threat. Vernon Hargreaves, one hell of a talent, but we went with the veteran. And it's kind of crazy to call him a veteran. But in comparison to Vernon Hargreaves, Jordan Matthews, a seasoned vet, out-jumping the rookie corner from Florida and getting the Eagles 6 points. Carson Wentz's first official touchdown for the Philadelphia Eagles. So that's off to a phenomenal start as we are now taking a try on the defensive side of things. Still up 7-0, 3 minutes to go left in the first quarter. 3rd and 2. What are we going to do? Hopefully this Jim Schwartz defense can establish that we are a takeaway machine. Unfortunately, Doug Martin was able to get the first down there. Muscle hamster himself, had himself a nice year in 2015, 2016. It's going to be tough to stop him every play, but as long as we can stop him more often than not, I think Jim Schwartz and company will take that. But it would be juicy to get a turnover here as they are already in field goal range, trying to hold points off. And Lewis McKelvin with the fucking sack fumble. Connor Barwin picking it up. And speaking of Connor Barwin, on the trade block, reports out of Philadelphia are that they are in excess of that position, and Coach Jim Schwartz wants to have Brandon Graham and Vinny Curry as the 2 designated starters. He would be happy to have Connor Barwin on the team because he can make plays like that. He can recover fumbles as well as force them. But we could definitely reallocate that asset there, move him to a team where he'll get more playing time because he's one hell of a guy. Walter Payton Man of the Year nominee. He's a phenomenal guy to have on the roster. But the playing time's not here where he could go to another team in the league and get 100% starter minutes. So, it could be best for both organizations, the team that gets them as well as the Philadelphia Eagles, if we can move on from Connor Barwin, if the price is right. I mean, we're only a season removed from him getting 14.5 sacks. So the market value for Connor Barwin, even though he is 28, 29, might not be amazing, but hopefully we can get something solid in return. But we're back on offense, 10-0, now on the 2-yard line, trying to hand it to Darren Sproles. The backups are in now, and yes, that number 7 jersey in the huddle is a backup. Coach Doug Peterson has come out and said, you trade all those picks with the Cleveland Browns to go get Carson Wentz. He is going to be your starter. No more, we're going to fucking rest him for half the season. We're not even going to dress him for half the season. No, you make a trade like that, you have the balls to go ahead and say, this guy here is going to be our franchise quarterback. We did our due diligence scouting, and we're sick and tired of shit like that, where our quarterback fucking straight up, I don't know how he didn't throw an interception in the red zone. We're going with Carson Wentz. Sam Bradford is on the trade block official. We have Chase Daniel, who can be awaiting in case of injury to Carson Wentz. Knock on wood. Bradford, we got to get rid of that contract. And there are some QB-hungry teams in the NFL. But, credit where credit's due. Nice touchdown pass there to Trey Burton, who, for my money, will be an absolute stud throughout this preseason, earning his position as the number 3 tight end on the depth chart. Big fan of Clay Burton. Yeah. Clay Matthews / Trey Burton. No, Trey Burton, number 47 on the Philadelphia Eagles, making a nice little touchdown grab there. Was that over Quan Alexander, one of the the big surprises on that Tampa Bay Buccaneers defense last season, but not good enough to keep up with the former Florida Gators. So now we're doing this whole, showing you a little what happens with the play of the moment. It is if you are kind of killing for time and you just want to get a quick game in that will take probably under 15 minutes. Definitely the feature for you. Obviously, when the regular season comes, I cannot wait to be playing the full fucking game, showing you highlights on offense and defense. But we are still going to get big-ass plays in preseason, like that 39-yard reception to Ruben Randall. I will say right now that I'm going to absolutely fucking destroy with Dorial Green-Beckham. He didn't make any plays in this video, but I'm always going to say, once the regular season starts, he might be the offensive MVP for this team. He is just he gets wide open all the fucking time. He's so difficult to cover, and unless we're coming up against guys that are 6'3", 6'4" at corner, which there's none in the NFC East. I mean, Dominic Rodgers-Cromartie is probably the biggest corner in the division. I think Dorial Green-Beckham's going to eat. But while he's waiting for his meal, we're going to keep feeding Darren Sproles, who gets a nice little touchdown there as this game is starting to get out of reach. And once again, in the red zone on the 4-yard line, it's 24-7. We have Sam Bradford still in the game, still finding Trey Burton. They got great chemistry already. Obviously they were teammates last season. Maybe they worked out a little bit in the offseason to encourage their chemistry, but it's working. There's a penalty on the play, but it looks like it is a holding against the defense. We're going to decline that shit, and we will take the touchdown as we go 1-0. Much like the Philadelphia Eagles in real life, winning our first preseason game against Tampa Bay Bucks. Mine was, I not to pat myself on the back. Mine was a little bit more impressive, but it is nice to start the Doug Peterson era out with a win. Now that I'm GM, I don't know. He's on the chopping block. He needs to produce in this first season, or else I'm going to look for a better option in the next offseason. Bradford looked all right. 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. Wentz, 1 touchdown, no interceptions. Darren Sproles, MVP of the game, 124 yards and 1 touchdown. Trey Burton, 3 receptions, 13 yards, 2 touchdowns. A red zone monster today. And we'll take a quick look at the defense side of the ball. Stephen Tulloch with 9 tackles. McKelvin and Kendricks both with 10 tackles. Curry, McKelvin, Kendricks showing up on the stat sheet. And Najee Good with an interception. So here, guys, that is episode 2 of this thing. As always, subscribe to Beast Mode TV. Until next time, it's your boy C4 saying peace out.